Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner, and this is the MacVoices update for November 2019. Folks, just a few things to call your attention to this month. First up, and perhaps most importantly, are the RSS feed transitions. If you're an audio subscriber to MacVoices, some of you should have received the individual message that was posted to the feed that was going away, and hopefully the transition has been made for you just as easily as it seems to have been for me. All my test feeds showed that the transition went smoothly. Everything rolled over. The old feed disappeared from iTunes and the new feed is in place. So if you're seeing this anywhere but in your feed or hearing this anywhere but in your feed and you have any problems, please drop me an email, chuck@macvoices.com. We'll try to figure out what happened and get you to resubscribe and make sure that you're resubscribing to the right thing. Next up, of course, then are the video feeds. One feed will be migrating into the other. This is going to be a little bit different for reasons that I won't bore you with. But again, the video subscribers will receive a private message that their feed will be changing as an alert, and hopefully everything will go just as smoothly and you won't even notice the transition. But I want to make sure we don't lose anybody as we make these changes. Next thing up are the Flipboard magazines. And I think it was last month that I mentioned that I just don't promote MacVoices magazine enough. So I want to make sure I mention it again here, that it is an aggregation of my daily surfing and the articles I think that are most interesting or most applicable and would benefit you the most. The Facebook folks, in our Facebook group, I post an article of the day. That's always drawn from the surfing I do at MacVoices magazine. So if you like the articles of the day, pop over and subscribe to the MacVoices magazine on Flipboard, and you'll get even more. But that's not all. As I have now for the past couple years, I'm publishing a Flipboard magazine of the MacVoices gift guide picks. So if you search for 2019 MacVoices Holiday Gift Guide in Flipboard or just my name, and you'll see it there. You can subscribe to that, and it is a bit more graphically rich. The links are exactly the same. They take you the same place. And if you order from those links, or if you order from the links that are in the show notes of each gift guide episode, you help support the show, because I do use Amazon links wherever possible, whenever those picks are available in Amazon. So go forth, enjoy. We've had a lot of great picks so far. There are more coming, and I hope we help you with some of your holiday shopping. And last up, I don't do this enough either. I really would appreciate it if you could go over to iTunes and give us a positive review. If there's something about MacVoices you don't like, drop me an email, chuck@macvoices.com. If you do enjoy MacVoices, pop over to iTunes and give us that review. The last reviews we had are quite old. We only have a couple recent ones, and I'd like to get those updated with some new ones and give people maybe a little more reason to subscribe to the podcast. So let's wrap up with this month's support report. And I have some good news here. This month we have 1 new Patreon supporter and 2 new PayPal supporters. And I want to say a special thanks to all of them for coming on board, as well as everyone who's been here before and sticks with us. It really does help. It keeps the lights on and things humming. This month I received a rather substantial increase from the website host that I use. Because of some licensing charges that they are receiving. They have to pass it on, and I understand that. But at the end of the day, it's still an increased expense for MacVoices. So your support really does go a long way in helping me mitigate those expenses and keep the show running. So this month at Platinum, we have RVS. Brand new at Gold, Scott K. Scott, welcome. Thanks so much for the Patreon support. At Silver, Chuck A., Max C., Michael D., Bruce E., Norbert F., David G., Tim G., Chuck P., Frank P., George R., and Daniel S. And at Bronze, we have Clinton M., Giro M., and Prop P. And our PayPal supporters for November are Mike C. and Newt S. And Newt, I hope I pronounced that right. If not, drop me an email and let me know what the proper pronunciation is, because I think the K is silent, but I'm not 100% sure. So again, thanks to all the supporters, past and present, new and old. I can't tell you how much it means that you choose to help support MacVoices and the information we deliver here. I'm planning on taking off a little bit of time for the Thanksgiving holiday. You know how that works. That's my plan. Hardly ever happens, but that's the plan. If you're in the U.S., I hope that you and your family have a terrific Thanksgiving holiday. And if you're not in the U.S., well, I hope you have a great weekend and a great week coming up anyway. I'll see you next month for the December update, and I'll see you right back here for the next edition of MacVoices. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, and get more out of your Apple tech with MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you MacVoices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.